I just transferred my money from my old bank to the one Mr. Clampett gave me.
I thought my boss was the only one who opened his bank on Christmas Day.
Oh, you're joking. He don't really.
He should be arriving at the office just about now. May I call and wish him a Merry Christmas?
Of course.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Drysdale.
Ah, humbug! What are you doing in here? Can't you read? This is private. Now get back to your bookkeeping.
Oh, but Mr. Drysdale, your employees requested me to hand you this petition, asking you to let them go home and have Christmas dinner with their loved ones.
No one of those goofballs ever get any work done. They spend all their time signing petitions.
Well, you didn't even read it.
I know it by heart. It hasn't changed in 20 years. Now pick up that mess, litterbug. And then go downstairs and tell those malcontents if they want something for Christmas, I'll give them a taste of the cat.
You seem exceptionally mean this morning.
I am mean. I spent half the night playing Santa Claus, gift wrapping ham hocks and goat cheese, and the other half in bed with an old bear.
How is Mrs. Drysdale?
Hello? A collect call for Miss Hathaway? No, I won't accept the charges.
But, Chief, there's no payphone here, and I only wanted to say 2 words. Merry Christmas.
And I have 2 words for you. You're fired.
Fired? Well, what for?
For deserting your post.
But you said I could drive the Clampetts to Hooterville.
Well, now you can stay there.
Very well. Perhaps I'll go to work for Mr. Drucker. He's just opened a new bank.
A new bank. And that's one horse town. I don't believe it.
Well, it's true.
Mighty dandy Buckeye.
Mr. Clampett gave him a new bank for Christmas. Well, perhaps you'd like to hear it from Mr. Clampett himself. It's Mr. Drysdale.
Oh. Merry Christmas, Mr. Drysdale. Well, yeah, I did. Well, Granny and me had put so much money in his old bank, it wouldn't hold no more, so I gave him a new one. Hello? Hello? Mr. Drysdale, you there?
Wake up. No heartbeat. Oh, I forgot he hasn't got one. Help somebody! Help! Mr. Drysdale's fainted!
What do you think you're doing?
I'm just waiting for the glue to dry on these new letters.
Get back to your bookkeeping.
But I'm the manager now.
Says who?
Says our new president. Just a minute, can't you read? It says private.
Thank you for the beautiful Christmas gift, Chief.
Well, you deserve it after 11 years of faithful service, Miss Hathaway.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Mr. Drucker.
And a Merry Christmas to you, Mr. Cratchit.
And your employees have asked me to hand you this testimonial letter, thanking you for their raise, their bonus, their pension, their profit-sharing plan, their paid-up insurance, their shorter hours, and a 5-day week, and especially for personally paying off all their mortgages.
My pleasure.
You're a wonderful man, Chief.
Stop calling him Chief! I am your chief.
Not anymore, Mr. Drysdale. You're just one of us Indians now. Can I flog him, Mr. Drucker?
For me, Mr. Cratchit.
No. That would be mean. There are 65 other employees waiting to flog him.
But I want to be first. Me first.
All right. Everyone will get a chance. Call in all the other employees.
He's coming too. Miss Hathaway always said a 20 would do it.
Don't flog me, please. Everyone can have the rest of Christmas off. Go home to your loved one.
Sam and Jed and Miss Jane.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, Granny.
Do you reckon that Sam could be asking Jed for my hand?
Granny, is it really that serious between you and Mr. Drucker?
He wrote me a letter proposing to me.
Really? Well, then it's settled.
Well, I think he proposed, but before I could get to that part, Ellie's bear ate my letter.
Bear? What are you talking about?
True. I was sitting at the kitchen table reading Sam's letter when...
Granny, are we going to Hooterville for Christmas?
Yeah, honey, but don't bother me now. I think Sam's building up to a proposal.
Well, is Mr. Drysdale going to take care of my critters like he done Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
You hear that, Fairchild? Mr. Drysdale's going to be giving you breakfast in bed again.
Oh, no, he ain't. Come take a look. Look what he done to my very best. He's eating my letter. Help him. And ever since then, I've been trying to figure out whether I'm engaged or not. It's driving me crazy.
Merry Christmas.
Could that be Sam?
Oh, I think it's Steve.
Oh, it's the little mama and her
Merry Christmas.
and my precious baby. Oh, let me see the little darling. Beautiful. Beautiful. Looks more like me every day.
Would you like to hold her, Granny?
Oh, I'd love to, honey, but I better not. I'm a nervous wreck.
What's the trouble?
My sweetie's keeping me on needles and pins.
Your sweetie?
Sam Drucker.
She doesn't know if they're engaged or not. The bear ate Sam's proposal.
Yeah. Honey, let's go out and come in again.
I know. You're going to sing your new song for Granny. It's just what she needs. Oh, please do, Steve. It's beautiful. Now, you sit down right here and listen. This song tells you how to get more out of life by living one day at a time.
One day at a time, I'm living one day at a time, a fleeting moment out of time that finds you near me. What is that a plan for, to hope for, hang on to? Though we may want to, too soon it's gone. There is now, and now is past. So live as if the clock were fast, as if each moment were the last. To see and hear me, if there's no tomorrow, no heartbreak, no sorrow, there's so much to give if you only live one day at a time. It will happen one day, a Sunday, a Monday. So refill your cup as the sun comes up, one day at a time.
Thank you, Steve. That was beautiful. Just what I needed.
That song was really inspiring.
It sure was. Now, let's all go to the kitchen and get to work.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm getting hustled by a bear, that's what. He ain't fooling me. He's a checker shark.
You mean he beat you?
4 straight games. He won my ham hocks, my smoked turkey, my goat cheese, and now, my sausages.
What about the side of beef?
He won that, too, except I ate it for breakfast.
Jethro, listen, you've got to drive me to Hooterville. I don't have a car.
I ain't going near Hooterville. I promised to marry the Bradley girls. You said yourself they'd put me in jail.
Well, I'll take care of it.
I ain't taking no chances.
Look, Jethro, I've got to get there. Your Uncle Jed has given Sam Drucker a new bank, and he's putting all his money in it. If I don't get there in time, I'll lose $80 million.
Look at it this way, Mr. Drysdale. Money ain't everything.
No wonder that bear beat you. All right, if you won't drive me, can I borrow the truck?
Help yourself.
Oh, thank you, Jethro. I'll be back in a few days, and take good care of Fairchild.
Hold it! You ain't leaving me here alone with this, hairy Minnesota fats.
Jethro!
You goes, he goes. I ain't sharing no bed or no bath with no 400-pound checker hustler.
But I can't drive through the streets with a bear. What will people think?
Put some clothes on him and they'll think he's a hippie. Here's your directions, Mr. Drysdale. With Granny's white lightning in the gas tank, you'll make Hooterville by dark.
Yeah, with Fairchild in the front seat, I'll be lucky to make it out of town.
Don't worry, Mr. Drysdale. Just leave by way of the Sunset Strip and nobody will even notice him. Oh, and if you get tired, let the bear drive. Merry Christmas!
Looky there.
I guess I was wrong. There can't be much work to do if Uncle Joe's asleep.
Stranger, that's a sure sign there's work to do.
Drucker, I need your help.
How much?
Not money. Heck, I make $1.50 a week. That's enough to marry Ellie on, ain't it?
Yeah, considering she's worth $20 million.
20 million? Who's got 20 million?
Ellie Mae Clampett. So's Granny.
Granny's got 20 million?
Well, Mr. Clampett's got 80, and he told me it's split 4 ways.
Wonder if that sweet little woman needs any help in the kitchen.
Now, what is it, Eb?
I can't get up the nerve to propose to Ellie. Will you do it for me?
Oh, that won't work.
Sure it will. I'm just a dumb old country boy. You're a merchant prince.
I'm a general storekeeper.
Also a postmaster, and a banker, and a judge. You can sentence her to marry me.
Look, Eb, I'll tell you what I'll do. If I get a chance, I'll put in a good word for you, okay?
You gotta do more than that.
Well, I'll tell her you're a fine catch.
That's it. Lie for me.
Any news yet, Granny? Did Mr. Drucker ask for a hand?
No, he didn't.
Oh, well, then how about taking us up on our suggestion? It wouldn't take long. We've got all the equipment.
No, I'm going to catch him fair and square.
Okay. Well, call us if you change your mind.
All right.
Come on, Bobby Joe. Let's finish up.
What was that all about?
That's girl talk, Jed. Where's Slippery Sam?
Down on the porch last I seen him.
Mr. Drucker, Ed said you wanted to talk to me.
Oh, yeah, Allie Mae. Let's sit down over here for a minute. Eb's an awful nice boy, don't you think?
Sure do. Awful shy, though.
Yeah, well, he's a country boy. And he asked me to... Well, I'm a justice of the peace, you see, and I can marry folks.
I know.
Well, look, Ellie, I'll get right to the point. You like Eb well enough to marry him?
Well, gee, I don't know. This is awful sudden, Mr. Drucker. Getting married's mighty serious business.
I know, Ellie. Well, you take your time, think it over, and if your answer is yes, I'll marry you.
Okay.
Girls, Bobby Joe, Billy Joe.
What is it, Granny?
He likes him young, so I'm putting myself in your hands. Work your magic on me.
Oh, that's wonderful.
There's an old saying, if the fish ain't biting, change your bait. Come on.
disappeared.
Sam, where are you hiding my golden girl?
Well, I haven't seen her.
Fess up. You're trying to take her away from me.
You're nuts.
How'd you like to settle this man to man?
Well, okay.
Okay, then just step outside.
Sure.
Excuse me.
Get your choice of weapons, red or black.
You want to play checkers, Ward?
$20 million. Winner take all.
Uncle Joe, Mr. Drucker, Bobby and I can clear up the mystery for you. Granny's upstairs.
Yes, we offered to help her with her makeup and wardrobe, but things got out of hand.
She went so far overboard that we gave up.
Hello, boys. You two go in with the old folks and leave us kids alone. So, you like them young, do you, sweetie? Well, come on over here under the mistletoe.
Joe, your golden girl's talking to you.
She ain't talking to me.
Come on over here, handsome.
Handsome. By golly, she is talking to me.
Where are you going?
I gotta finish decorating the train so we can sing Christmas carols tonight.
Let him go. Come on over here, Sammy. Let's play post office.
I just remembered. I promised to help Joe decorate the train.
It ain't true that blondes have more fun. He's too old for me anyway.
With boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Roll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la.
Wait a minute now. Before we commence the next song, who would like some more egg? How about you, Sam?
I think I've had enough, Granny. I could swear I just saw a bear driving a truck.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse.
Oh, if it makes you happy, Jethro.
Oh, it does. I want to get you to the stove as quick as I can.
You put me down. Let me love it.
You're all heart, boy.
He's all stomach.
Sure, something take those.
Yes, sir.
Jethro, apparently you weren't too happy with the chief's cooking.
Oh, Mr. Drysdale? He ain't been here since Christmas.
He ain't.
Oh, no, sir. He took the truck and Ellie's bear and drove to Hooterville to join you.
He never got there.
Wait a minute, Jed. When we was on that train, Christmas night singing carols, I recollect Sam Drucker looking out the window and saying he seen a bear driving a truck.
Yeah, and we just thought he'd had too much eggnog.
No, that was Fairchild. I learned him how to drive so he could spell Mr. Drysdale at the wheel.
A bear?
He ain't bad.
My wallet's missing.
Maybe your hippie friend rolled you.
No, it probably dropped out of my pocket. You see, we've been sleeping on the ground a lot because these lousy motels around here won't give us a room.
No fool. That's mighty unfriendly of them.
Everybody's been unfriendly. We drive up to a farmhouse, you use the phone, ask for a little food, they sick the dogs on us.
We're going to make up for all that. We want you to be a guest of the county for a while.
Well, now, that's more like it. You mean I'm under arrest?
That's right.
What for? What are the charges?
For a starter, hauling moonshine.
Now, look, Sheriff, you've got it all wrong. I just use this stuff to run the truck on.
You mean you use the truck to run this stuff on?
Keep your voice down and put that corn whiskey away. If he wakes up and sees that jug, he'll go for it.
You mean you let that bear drink?
Try and stop him. He's sleeping one off now, and when he wakes...
Skinflint drives.
Yeah, the beast of Beverly Hills.
Where is Mr. Drysdale?
Promise me you'll keep it a secret.
Of course not. He must be released immediately.
Oh, he'll never be released. They've got him for vagrancy, bootlegging, and contributing to the delinquency of a bear.
Mr. Cratchit, do you want the doors of this bank to close?
Oh, yes, that's a great idea. We'll make it a legal holiday, Liberation Day. We'll hang out flags and bunting, and we'll let all the employees go off on a picnic.
The only place we are going is to the town where Mr. Drysdale is being held, and we are going to take him out of that jail.
No. I'll have no part of a lynch mob.
I mean, we are going to bail him out.
Do we have to, Miss Hathaway?
You may return to the secretarial pool, Miss King.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'm afraid so.
I knew a whole family of them back home. Herb and Louise Vagrant. The nicest folks you ever want to meet.
Well, in this case, a vagrant is someone who doesn't work, a loafer.
Oh, well, they couldn't be kin to Herb. He was a worker.
Hello, Sam. This is Granny. How's things in Hooterville?
Well, fine, Granny. You folks get home all right?
Oh, we had a dandy trip. Good weather all the way. How's it there? Oh, a few sprinkles and a snow flurry, huh? Well, you keep bundled up and wear your overshoes. Don't you catch cold, you handsome rascal, you.
Granny.
Why?
Ask him about Ripley.
I've got to give him some sweet talk first to let him know I care. The man's in love.
Drysdale's in jail.
Say, Sam, do you know anything about a town called Ripley?
Well, yeah, Granny, that's over in Jasper County.
He knows where it is. Now, can I get back to my sweet talk?
Give me the phone. You know, Mr. Drucker? This here's Jed Clampett. There's a real good friend of ours named Drysdale. He's in the calaboose over to Ripley. You know anybody over there can help him?
Well, I could try. I know the judge over there. No, I'll be happy to do it. I'll call you from there. Okay, bye. Hey, Fred, can I borrow your truck to run over to Ripley?
I reckon so. But take it easy. Arnold's asleep on the front seat. He's up half the night watching the Late Show.
You know, Fred, you treat that pig better than you do your wife.
Have you seen Doris lately?
Well, I'll drive carefully and try not to wake Arnold.
Oh, he wants to be woke up at 1:30 so he can listen to his radio serial.
What station do I tune in?
Oh, he'll do it. It's his favorite soap opera, Just Plain Swell.
Okay.
Sam.
Yeah?
What time are you coming back?
Well, just as quick as I can, Fred. You see, a friend of a friend is in jail over in Ripley, and I want to see if I can talk the judge into taking it easy on him.
You don't mean old Vinegar Joe Johnson, the hanging judge.
Oh, now, Fred, Judge Johnson ain't so bad.
Where that man spits, grass never grows again.
He only turned mean after his wife run off with that banker from Kansas City.
You see, Fred, I won't have no trouble, as long as the prisoner ain't a banker or a city feller.
Oh, shut up, you hairy wino. You alcoholics all alike, you never learn.
Ooh, you have bad breath, Fairchild. Bad breath.
How about a little fresh air?
Well, it's about time. But you're not out of the woods yet. I'm preferring charges against you. False arrest, false imprisonment, violation of my constitutional rights. Oh, wait till my lawyer gets through with you.
Oh, knock it off.
Oh, don't you hit me, I'll sue. I'll charge police brutality.
Will you sit down and be quiet? I'm here to take your hungover friend for a walk. I hear him groaning all over the courthouse. People think we're mistreating the prisoners.
Look, when do I get out? Listen, did you call my bank again?
Yes, and the same fella answered, and he's still laughing.
Listen, I really am president of that bank. You've got to believe me.
I don't even believe it's a bank. All I hear there is rock and roll music and girls laughing and people yelling about Liberation Day.
Listen, will you please call again and let me talk?
I can't waste the county's money on that. The Vinegar Joe wouldn't like it.
Who's Vinegar Joe?
The judge that's going to try your case if he ever gets back from fishing.
The judge is out fishing?
Yeah, and mister, you better hope he has good luck.
Hey, Pete, where'd you get the...
Where'd you get the bear? Oh, I took him off with the vagrant.
Oh, say, he's a rough-looking character. Where'd you pick him up?
Out on River Road. He was running moonshine, the bear was riding shotgun.
He ought to be pretty fair protection.
Yeah, lucky for me, he was sleeping off the snootful.
The bear drinks?
Judging from his clothes, he probably smokes pot.
That man must be a real degenerate.
He's a bad one, Sam. Just wait till this case comes up in front of Vinegar Joe.
Where is the judge?
He's up the river fishing for white bass.
Oh, he's gonna be mean when he gets back. The bass ain't running today.
I feel sorry for that poor guy.
You know, so do I, but that's his problem. I'm looking for a fellow by the name of Drysdale.
Oh, that's him.
Oh, no, the rules. I gotta plead his case in front of Vinegar Joe.
I guess so. He claims he's a president of a bank in Beverly Hills.
Holy cow, a city feller and a banker.
Good luck, Sam.
Well, I'll need it. The judge is up the river and he's up the creek. Mr. Drysdale, I'm Sam Drucker.
Oh, I'm pleased to meet you.
Sam Drucker?
So you're behind this plot. Oh, I might have known.
Boss Drucker, head of the Hooterville Mafia.
Finally, we meet face to face.
Yeah, and I'm getting the worst of it.
I can see it all now. You're trying to ruin me so you can have the clamping fortune in your bank. You framed me. You had me picked up on phony charges.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Not much you don't. And leaving the cell door open,
Hoping that I'll make a break for it, huh? So your friend Pistol Pete can shoot me in the back. Even brought the bear outside so there wouldn't be any witnesses. Well, it won't work. You've railroaded me this far, but you're not dumping me into an unmarked grave.
Mr. Drysdale, I think you're a little wrought up.
I am wised up, and I demand a fair and impartial trial before a judge.
Well, you'll get a trial just as soon as Joe gets back.
Joe?
Judge Johnson.
Oh. Well, you even have the judge in your pocket. It's Sam and Pete and Joe. Oh, what a trio. The political boss, the gunslinger, and the crooked judge.
I'd be real careful what I say about Judge Johnson. There are two kinds of men he don't like, and you're both of them.
I am a Beverly Hills banker.
Bingo.
Get out of here, you small-town gangster. I'm not knuckling under to you or your mob.
Now, Mr. Drysdale, to help you, I left my store and I rode 40 miles with a pig.
A pig?
Yeah, and he was listening to radio serials every foot of the way.
That's country justice for you. I am picked up because I have a bear sleeping in my car. But you drive around with a pig who was hooked on soap operas.
If you'll just listen...
Out! Out!
Come on down, Granny. I'm afraid I got bad news. Sam Drucker just called from Ripley.
Did he forget his overshoes and catch cold?
It's a heap more serious than that.
Has he got the sick?
It ain't Sam, Granny. It's Mr. Drysdale. He goes on trial first thing in the morning. We got to be there to help him.
Well, I've gotten the directions to Ripley. We're going to have to drive most of the night to get there in time.
What all are they holding again, Mr. Drysdale?
The charges are piling up at the minute, but the one I'm worried about is murder.
He's committed murder?
Not yet, but I'm afraid he will when he gets back to his bank.
Hear ye, hear ye. Circuit Court of Jasper County, Township of Ripley is now in session. Honorable Joe Johnson presiding. All rise.
Be seated. Is that the degenerate criminal I had to give up my fishing trip for just when the bass started biting?
That's him, Your Honor.
I object. You're calling me a criminal before I...
Sit down and shut up. You're in contempt of court just from the way you look.
Not my fault. I didn't sleep a wink last night. They were building a scaffold outside my cell.
Yeah. We're gonna hang that big city banker that ran off with my wife.
Hang him? Why?
He brought her back. Now, what are the charges against this tramp?
First, there's vagrancy.
30 days.
I am not a vagrant. I'm a banker.
60 days.
I am president of one of the biggest banks in Beverly Hills.
90 days. What else is he guilty of?
Contributing to the delinquency of a bear.
A bear?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where is he?
Well, Peter's bringing him across the courthouse lawn, and he got loose and chased a woman up a tree.
Oh, now, that's serious. Possession of a dangerous wild animal
jeopardizing the lives of peaceful citizens.
Sorry about the delay, Your Honor, but the bear got loose and treed your wife.
Was that Phoebe he chased up the tree?
Yes, Your Honor, and I'm afraid she's still up there.
How much you want for that bear?
Well, Your Honor, I'm very attached to him. You know, a man's best friend is his bear.
My bear. Howdy, Fairchild. I'm so glad to see you.
Howdy, Mr. Drysdale.
Order in the court. Now, you say that's your bear, young lady?
Yes, sir, Mr. Judge, Your Honor, sir. His name is Fairchild. He's a real nice bear.
Well, now, I like his taste in owners, but his taste in traveling companions needs working on. Now, would you hurry up and read the rest of them charges? I'm going to get back up the river and catch me some of them white bass.
Me, Your Honor, sir, but I can tell you how to do that.
Who are you?
I'm her pa.
You may approach the bench. So you're a fisherman, are you?
Well, I have caught a few. Speaking of white bass, I got a little homemade spinner. You put a little pork rind on it, and I've hauled them in that big.
Could you make me one?
Sure.
When this trial's over, you want to go up the river with me?
Be proud to.
What else is this hobo charged with?
Transporting moonshine.
Oh. It smells like Tennessee tranquilizer.
You got a good nose on you, Judge. That's just what it is.
Who are you?
I'm her granny, and I made that stuff you're sniffing.
We approach the bench. How would you like to go fishing, too?
Can I take Ellie and her bear with us?
I insist on it.
It's a deal.
Bailiff, is there any more of this here evidence?
Yes, Your Honor, 3 jugs.
I want it all impounded on my boat. Court's adjourned.
Wait a minute.
What about me?
Your Honor, Mr. Drysdale's a real good friend of ours. I can vouch for his character.
If I was to turn him loose, is he the kind of a banker that would run off with my wife?
Oh, he wouldn't do nothing like that.
Well, in that case, we might as well take him fishing with us. Prisoner is sentenced to cut bait.
Oh, great. Hey, how about some victuals?
Not now, Jethro. I'm on urgent doctor business.
Hey, but I ain't had nothing to eat since breakfast. Hurting her 2 hours ago.
Look, Granny, I'm learning Bessie to take care of babies.
Good, good. Babies? Whose babies?
Ain't that cute?
Yeah, honey, but I ain't got no time now. Mr. Drysdale's sick of bed. I gotta take him some flu serum.
No, Bessie. You done burped him once.
Out of my way, medical emergency.
What you looking for?
My flu serum. Mr. Drysdale's come down with a bad case.
I didn't know you had a flu serum.
Worse than it does you.
You can bet on that.
Well, you gotta be cured of bad habits. Spare the rod and spoil the bill. Give him a good birching, Jed.
Annie, I wouldn't tackle a mouse after he had a snoot full of that Smoky Mountain skullbuster.
Well, he's gotta be punished.
He will be. When that stuff wears off, he's going to wake up with headache number 340.
Look, Jed, he's leaving.
Don't worry, he ain't going far with that load.
Well, humans come first. I'll fetch another jug from my root cellar and get it over and doctor Mr. Drysdale.
Granny, Mr. Drysdale has got himself one of the finest doctors in Beverly Hills.
Oh, thank you, Jed. I wish his wife thought as high of me.
Oh, is Miss Drysdale home?
Oh, she's the one that told me that he had the flu.
Well, maybe you ought to leave Mr. Drysdale to her.
I ain't gonna steal him. Us doctors take an oath agin that kind of hanky-panky.
I spoke with Dr. Kleiber. Yes? He has the lab reports back. And? He says that what Mr. Drysdale has is just plain, old-fashioned, common, ordinary flu.
How like you, Milton. Everybody else in Beverly Hills has the latest thing, Hong Kong flu. But you have to have common, ordinary flu. He never misses an opportunity to embarrass me in front of my friends.
Margaret, I have a fever of 102.
Mr. Van Ranterhoff has the Hong Kong strain, and he has a fever of 104. But you never rise above the ordinary. How can I face my bridge club and be snubbed by Mrs. Van Ranterhoff? I'll just have to stay home.
Oh, please, not that.
What'd you say?
Margaret, believe me, I didn't get this flu on purpose.
You probably got it from associating with those dreadful hillbillies. If it's common, they've got it.
If it will take you off the hook, I'll try to let it go in pneumonia.
Promises. All the money we spend with Dr. Cliburn, you'd think that he could have spared me this disgrace.
Perhaps you can get him to change.
This is what you use for a shot. This is for tapping elm trees.
Tapping elm trees?
Nothing eases the tissy like slippery elm ooze. This is my flu serum. Now, I'll pour you a shot.
No, Granny, I'll...
Well, all right. Now take one every hour until the fever breaks. I'll be back to check on you. Try and get some sleep.
I'll go with Granny. Sleep tight.
I will if I drink this stuff. Oh, what a day. What else can happen?
Where you going, Doctor?
Back to check on Mr. Drysdale. Oh, Jed, have you ever had Hong Kong strain?
Not that I know of. What is it?
Oh, you get it from lifting something heavy. Jed, whilst I'm gone, set up my still. My medical laboratory. I best run off a new batch of my flu serum.
I thought you had some in the root cellar.
I've only got 2 jugs of the vintage stuff left. It's been aging since Friday.
2 jugs will do you.
There's a flu epidemic, and I gotta arrest it.
If the police get downwind of your mash cooking, there'd be more than an epidemic arrested.
I'm doing medical research. The police didn't bother Louis Pasteur when he was cooking his serum. Now he's got his picture in the hospital.
You keep on and he's going to have yours in the post office. How's victuals coming?
There's a turkey and a ham in the oven, and roasting ears on the stove.
Good.
I forgot to see if he had a strained Hong Kong. I'll ask him when he wakes up.
Margaret, I was sound asleep.
How like you, Milburn. You sleep while I suffer.
Suffer?
Your common flu has made me a social outcast. Has your fever gone up? Do you feel any worse?
No.
You're not trying.
Were you in here wearing a black fur coat?
Of course not.
Well, I thought I saw something big and furry standing beside my bed.
Milburn, maybe your fever has gone up. Maybe you're delirious.
It seemed to be snorting, slurping, growling.
Yes, yes.
And then it kind of floated across the room.
Milburn, how wonderful. You're sicker than even I dared hope. I'll call Dr. Carbon and demand a retraction. I'll get him to issue a new diagnosis. Maybe he'll even put you on the critical list. That'll show Mrs. Van Ranselhoff that there's no common flu in my family.
To a devoted wife, wherever you are.
Sleeping like a log, thanks to medical science.
Granny, didn't you say you...
About her husband's Hong Kong flu. I'll simply annihilate her with your symptoms. Mother will be the envy of every woman there.
Let me sleep.
Maybe I should engage special nurses. Mr. Van Ranselhoff has them.
I saw a nurse.
What, dear?
I saw a little nurse. She was about this high. She was standing on my chest.
Milburn, how fabulous! You've redeemed me socially. I shall completely dominate the conversation at the Bridge Club. Be sure to call me if you get any worse. Oh, and darling, promise me you'll not take anything for it.
Did we leave that door open?
Not that I recollect. Reckon we got prowlers?
You women folk wait out here. I'll go take a look around. Take a look, Granny.
We got a prowler.
I'm afraid so.
Did he get much?
About a half a gallon.
It's that boozing berry. I'll learn you to drink.
I think he's got the hang of that already.
Hit him in the nose, Jed. Make him let go of that jug.
Then who's going to make him let go of me?
Fairchild, shame on you. Put that jug down. What's got into you anyway?
The last of my flu serum. That's why.
You never used to behave this way before you went to Hooterville with Mr. Drysdale.
She's right, Jed. It's Mr. Drysdale that led that bear astray.
Mr. Drysdale ain't a drinking man.
2 jugs in 2 hours don't exactly make him a teetotaler.
I thought you give him that for his flu, Doctor.
When you take it by the dose, you're a patient. When you take it by the jug, you're a drunk.
Fairchild won't get no more, Granny. I'll have Betsy watch it.
It's too late. The whole town will come down with flu.
There's a bear and a banker that won't.
Chief? How are you feeling?
Oh, a little better. How are things at the bank?
Oh, just fine. The employees sent you a potted plant.
Oh, there you see. I'm a strict disciplinarian, but they love me for it. Hey, that's poison oak. Throw it out. Throw it out. That's the thanks I get for pampering them.
Chief, Ellie's bear is climbing this tree.
Quick, close that door and draw the drapes. That rotten bear. He's been drinking again.
Drinking?
Yes, every time he gets a snootful, he comes looking for me. He's one of those sentimental drunks.
What does he drink?
Granny's White Lightning. He got hooked on it when we drove to Hooterville. That's how I caught this lousy flu. Sleeping on the ground every night.
Why didn't you check into a motel?
With a drunken bear?
Where did he get the stuff?
Jethro put 12 jugs on the old truck for fuel. He dressed up the bear to look like a hippie so he wouldn't attract attention. What a nightmare.
You mean I'm under arrest?
That's right.
What for? What are the charges?
For a starter, hauling moonshine.
Now, look, Sheriff, you've got it all wrong. I just use this stuff to run the truck on.
You mean you use the truck to run this stuff on?
Keep your voice down and put that corn whiskey away. If he wakes up and sees that jug, he'll go for it.
You mean you let that bear drink?
Try and stop him. He's sleeping one off now, and when he wakes up with a hangover, ooh, he's mean. I had to spend the night in the same cell with that hairy lush.
Now, Mrs. Van Ransterhoff, you can see for yourself. My husband is suffering from a rare and exotic disease. Nothing so plebeian as the Hong Kong flu. Dear Bud, tell Mrs. Van Ransterhoff your marvelous hallucinations about the large, furry creature and the tiny little nurse that stood on your chest. Could these be his marvelous hallucinations? Melvin, what is the meaning of this? Where did these creatures come from?
They come from our house. Shoo! Get out of here! And I'd appreciate it if you'd make your husband stop luring them over here to his drunken parties.
Well, and who are you?
I am Mr. Drysdale's doctor.
She's not my husband's doctor. She's our next door neighbor. Mrs. Drysdale! Get out of my house, you peasant!
I'll be glad to.
And I'm going with you. I want to hear more about your next-door neighbors. It'll make meaty talk at the bridge club.
His problem is drinking. Her problem is poison oak.
Good morning, Granny, sweetie. Beautiful job on the floor. Beautiful. Hey, love your mop.
Love my mop, do you?
Oh, it's a smash, baby.
Would you like to push it a while?
Oh, I'd love to, but I'm running late. Probably got an office full of clients waiting on me.
Clients?
Well, yeah. Didn't Uncle Jed tell you? I'm a big Hollywood agent now. What they call a flesh peddler.
Flesh peddler?
Yeah. I makes deals for the big stars. Then when they's through working, I get 10% of their money.
Well, if you're starting a new job, you ought to at least comb your hair.
Comb my hair? Baby, I paid $25 to have it styled like this. They teased it for an hour.
It looks like they got it mad.
Oh, you're showing more colors than a red rooster in a pumpkin patch.
Love your country humor, sweetie. I'll keep you in mind for rube parts.
What's going on with that boy, Jed?
Oh, he's just feeling spry because he got himself a brand new job working in a butcher shop.
Butcher shop?
Yeah, he told me he was going to be a flesh peddler.
Well, he told me the same thing. But he said that meant being an agent.
What's an agent?
Well, he finds work and other folks does it.
That'd suit Jethro, all right.
Well, Limo ain't here yet, so I think I'll call New York and see if there's any Broadway openings I should jet in for.
Jethro, Granny and me is a mite confused. Don't flesh peddling mean working in a butcher shop?
Oh, man. How did a boy genius like me get born into this family of hayseeds?
Now, listen.
When I give out my bio, would you mind if I said I was adopted?
Personally, I would appreciate it.
Your limousine is ready, Mr. Bodine.
You right with you, chauffeur?
Yes, sir.
Ain't that a girl?
That's right, sweetie. I hired me a big mess of girls. Got to give them something to do. Oh, refer any calls to my office.
Where's your office?
I got the whole 5th floor down at Mr. Drysdale's bank building. J.B. Enterprises Incorporated.
What does the J.B. stand for?
Jethro Bodine.
Well, Miss Hathaway, my new employee incentive system that you thought so little of is already paying off.
Well, I'm glad to hear.
Oh, you caught my act at the club last night.
I was referring to that lease with J.B. Enterprises. And as to your nighttime employment, you can give that up now.
Oh, gee, I don't want to get out of show business.
Oh, you're never out of it, dear. I've seen you walk from your desk to the water cooler.
Isn't it sweet the way the tellers whistle and stomp their feet?
Just darling.
I found a note on my desk that you wanted to see me.
Oh, yes, of course. I just wanted to give you this as a little token of my appreciation. Open it.
Oh, shouldn't have to be sweet. Oh, pussycat. It's Marvy.
Well, it's no more than you deserve. I hope it fits.
I'll try it on.
No, not here, Bunny. In there.
You're right, Chief. She's got it up here. Up that walk.
Why don't you take one back to your desk and do something earth-shaking like getting your notebook?
When can I meet the fabulous J.B.?
When I do. He's coming by this morning so that I can personally escort him to his new office.
Good morning, Miss Jane, sweetie. Howdy, Mr. Drysdale, baby.
Hello, Jethro.
How you like my Nero jacket?
Oh, very sharp.
Well, it's just fabulous. Why don't you go down and show it to the girls in the secretarial pool?
First, you and me got to get together.
Oh, not this morning, Jethro. I'm very busy. Miss Hathaway, I have some dictation.
Right.
I'll see you later, Jethro.
But Mr. Drysdale, honey.
Some other time. I'm expecting a very important man. Go down to the vault and watch them count pennies.
Take a memo to all employees.
Mr. Drysdale Lover, I'm supposed to see you.
And I'm supposed to see somebody else. Well, that's life. Drop by tomorrow.
Hey, I can't wait till tomorrow.
All right. Just sit in Miss Hathaway's office. I'll get you as quick as I can. Of all mornings for that idiot to bug me. Now, where was I?
Memo to all employees.
Oh, yes. Subject.
How do I look?
Mr. Drysdale.
Sit down and be quiet. Oh, you look great. Say, would you do me a favor?
Anything for you, pussycat.
Look, there's a big kid outside. Now, take him down to the candy store, get him some lollipops and jawbreakers.
Right.
Hi, buddy, baby.
J.B.
Let's see. Subject of memo. Employee incentive system. So far... What did she call Jethro?
Sounded like J.B.
No, it couldn't be. J.B. That's me. See you later, Mr. Drysdale. Bundy's going to take me up to the 5th floor and show me my new offices.
Steady.
Miss Hathaway, there are some nitroglycerin tablets in my desk drawer. Get them quickly.
Chief, I didn't know you had a heart condition.
I haven't. Take the nitroglycerin up to the 5th floor, give it to Bunny, and push her out the window.
Fairchild, look at coming up the driveway. It's Cousin Roy from back home. Howdy, Cousin Roy.
Howdy, Ellie Mae.
Don't be scared of Fairchild. I'll tell him we's all friends.
Well, doggy, this Cousin Roy.
Little Roy Halsey.
Howdy, Granny. Mr. Clampett. Come in. I'm sort of worried about that big old bear.
Oh, he won't bite you.
He's downright affectionate. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Why didn't you let us know you was coming, Roy? I'd have had company victuals ready.
Well, I ain't aiming to put my feet under the table, Granny. I just stopped by to say howdy.
Why, ain't you going to be in town for a spell, Roy?
More than likely, but I don't want to be no bother.
Oh, we're proud to have you.
Don't forget to fetch in his fiddle and his banjo and his guitar.
Granny, don't go asking Roy to play music right off. We ain't even passed it.
From this big record company heard me last Saturday and asked me to come out here to see about it.
Where was you playing, Roy?
The new crawdad room of the Bug Tussle Biltmore.
You mean to tell me that they have added on to the Biltmore?
It already was the biggest hotel in the county.
Now they've built on a partial second story.
You play there regular, Roy?
Well, every Saturday night I play in Bug Tussle. Then during the week I play the small town.
And now you're going to make records.
The deal ain't set yet, Granny. What I need's an agent to dicker for me.
Well, Jethro's the agent.
Yeah, what they call a flesh peddler.
Well, I got a lot to peddle.
Let's all go down and see the boy.
Well, where is he? He's on the whole 5th floor of Mr. Drysdale's bank building.
Well, Boy, would you look at that?
Is this Jethro's agency?
That's what the JB stands for, Jethro Bodine.
Oh, and to think I knowed him when he was just a country boy like me.
You rang, JP?
Yeah, Bunny, honey. Is there any big stars waiting to see me?
Not yet, JP.
Any big name producers or directors?
No, JP.
Yeah. Okay. Don't let nobody in to see me unless they's got a big name, like Elizabeth Taylor or Sir Laurence Olivier, huh?
Right, JP. Who are all these folks?
I reckon there's some of the stars that works for Jethro.
Well, I don't see no big uns like Buck Jones and Pearl White.
Well, there's some famous ones here. I bet Jethro won't want to mess with me. Oh, howdy, ma'am.
Are you one of Jethro's famous stars? Not yet. I'm working as receptionist till he signs me to $1 million deal.
Boy's a star maker.
Let's go in and see him.
Wait a minute. JB only sees people with big names like Elizabeth Taylor and Sir Laurence Olivier.
Yeah, I reckon that lets us out. His name's Roy, mine's Jed, Granny, Ellie. Ain't one really big name in the bunch.
That's too bad. Well, my full name is Ellie Mae Margaret. That's a big one. I'll tell him. Excuse me, JB. Some people to see you.
Any big names?
Just one. Ellie Mae Margaret. The others are Jed, Roy, and Granny.
Them's my folks. I can't let them hicks and hayseeds clutter up my office. Brush them off for me.
I haven't got a whisk broom.
I'm talking about the Hollywood brush off. Oh, let them in. I'll show you how it's done.
JB will see you now.
All of it?
Sweethearts, lovers, baby dolls. This is a real great thrill. You are one of my favorite all-time families. I just love you. I wish I could sit down and talk over old times, but my calendar's full up. Hey, call me the next time you come into town, and we'll get together at my club. Real nice seeing you now. So long.
Jethro, I know you're busy, but Roy here needs an agent.
All right, sweetie. I didn't see you there. Just love your act. Call the Morris office. Tell them I recommended you. Well, I figured you'd be too big for me. Yeah, that's a picture, sweetie. Just ain't got room for you in my stable.
He ain't gonna sleep in no stable. He's got a room at our house.
Well, I just love your wit, Granny, baby. Rude, but colorful. Well, ain't got no more time for this here small talk. I can't keep the whole entertainment industry waiting. Time is money to us theatrical geniuses. Come on, come on.
You're getting too big for your britches, Mr. Theatrical Genius. You're headed for a fall.
That's what they said about Flo Ziegfeld, but she showed him. Gotta admit, me blue surge and a nickel squirter.
Well, brain surgeons dress very nicely.
Yeah. Can a brain surgeon call Sophie Loren in Rome and wrap up a big picture deal?
Can you?
Get me Sophie Loren in Rome.
Right, JB.
Jethro, you're spending money like water.
Oh, I ain't. I just signed for everything.
But eventually all those bills will have to be paid for.
Pussycat, sweetheart. I'm gonna be rolling in money. Looky here. And I'll show you just what one deal can net me. Now, let's say that I get Sophie $1 million for her next picture. 1 million. That's 1, comma, not, comma, not, dot, and 2 more knots.
Thanks.
Oh. Now I get 10% of that, so I puts the 10 under the million and ciphers it. Not times not is not. And 1 times not. 1 times 1. I done made myself $10 million.
Jethro, your client gets 1 million and you get 10 million?
Pussycat, that's what makes this such a great business.
Ready on your call to Sophia Loren in Rome.
Good thing I learned how to talk Italian. I'll speak to her in her native language. Hey, you bambino. That's a you there? That's a Mia here. You want to make a moon pitch? That's Italian for moon pitch. Hello? 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 That's the trouble with these overseas calls. The cable's always breaking.
Jethro, have you got any real clients at all?
I was offered Cousin Roy Halsey.
I've heard him. He's great.
Take my advice, sweetheart. Stay out of show business. Stick to wrapping them quarters.
You don't think Roy has any talent?
He's country, baby. He's strictly for bug tussle. I'm the jet set agent. New York, London, Rome, Paris. That's my bag.
Oh, Roy, Granny says the victuals is pretty near ready.
Well, tell her no thanks, Mr. Clampett. I don't feel much like eating.
Where are you going?
Back to bug tussle, where I belong. I ain't good enough for Hollywood.
Well, who says so?
Only the biggest agent of them all, J.B. himself. He wouldn't take 10% of me as a gift.
Nah, don't pay no attention to Jethro. He says giddy up to his mouth before his mind is hitched up to it.
Yeah, but when the biggest flesh peddler of all won't peddle your flesh, it's time to haul it home.
Well, what about that fella that seen you back there at the Bug Tussle Biltmore and asked you to come out here and make records?
They probably caught him and took him back to the funny farm.
Come to the fancy eating room, everybody. Ellie Mae!
Don't set a place for me, Granny.
Oh, but Roy, I made your favorite dish. Coot cobbler, groundhog gravy, and shoat chitlins.
Thanks, Granny, but I just wound up with a lot more flesh than nobody could peddle.
Roy's going back home because Jethro won't take 10% of it.
The only thing that boy's got 10% of is a brain.
I'm sorry, Granny. My mind's made up. I done said goodbye to LMA. Might as well get started.
Oh, but listen, Roy.
No, Jethro's right. My speed is the Bug Tussle built. Built.
I'm awful sorry to hear you going back home, Roy.
You are?
Sure enough, I am. Well, I was hoping you'd take me along when you went to make your recording.
You was?
Sure enough was. Well, I just love to hear you perform.
You do?
Sure enough do. Why, it just turns me on.
It does?
It sure enough does.
Oh, golly. Gee, God.
Oh, Roy, you rascal. You sure know how to sweet-talk a girl.
Roy, how about showing us what you're going to put on that record?
All right. Stand back. Turn me loose. Here it comes.
This is Dick Whittinghill saying, welcome to another episode of Cousin Roy in Movieland, the program that asks the question, can a shy but talented boy from a small town in the Ozarks find happiness as a famous Hollywood recording artist? And now, let's follow Cousin Roy into the little mansion, around the corner, and up your street, where he is staying with just plain Jed, the widder Granny, our gal Ellie, and Jethro Bodine, boy agent.
Well, Roy, how'd everything go down to that record company?
Oh, just fine, Mr. Clampett.
Did you make a recording?
Well, now, Chapman, this fella's got big plans. He wants to use the biggest recording studio in Hollywood, hire the best musicians on the West Coast, get a vocal chorus to back me up, and put out an LP album with my picture on the cover.
Well, doggy.
Well, there's just one little hitch. He ain't got no money.
I'm thinking the same thing, Granny. Roy, you tell that man to go right ahead with his plans. We'll put up the money.
Oh, I can't let you folks.
We got more money than we know what to do with, right, Granny?
Oh, that's the gospel truth, Roy.
And nothing pleasures us more than to help a friend from back home.
Just one little hitch.
What's that?
I gotta hear what's going on that record.
Oh, my pleasure, Granny.
Granny, you got more excuses for making that boy entertain you.
I like it, Jed.
You make him sing for his supper, play the guitar for his laundry, and strum the banjo before you turn his bed down.
That's true. I'm glad this excuse come along. I was running out.
Granny, how'd you like to take a ride on the Orange Blossom Special?
That's my speed, Roy. All aboard and take her out of the station.
He's highballing now. Hit your Jacksonville.
That was a dandy train ride, Roy.
That boy is a fiddling Casey Jones.
Now, take us home on the Wabash Cannonball. 1 and 2.
That's enough, Granny. Don't overdo it.
Party pooper.
We have to have all that country and music racket this hour of the morning. Us big, important Hollywood agents needs our rest, because we burns a midnight oil.
I'm awfully sorry, Jethro. I mean, JB.
Oh, that's all right, Roy, sweetie. Sorry for you brush apes to know how to act around a giant of the industry, like yours truly.
Think I'll give yours truly a fat lip.
Simmer down, Granny. He'll be leaving for his office directly.
I'm pretty, Bessie. Bet you'd like to have an outfit like that.
Tell that ape to let loose of my peace symbol.
What's a peace symbol?
All us agents wears them. It shows that we got a piece of somebody. Hey, get the door, will you? It's probably my joke.
Would you tell JB his limousine is ready?
Sure will, ma'am. Come in. He's just over there at the mirror primping.
Oh, so, did you have that color TV set installed in the back seat of my limo?
Yes, JB.
In my stereo tape deck?
Yes, JB.
In my 2 telephones?
Yes, JB.
Oh, what about the snack bar and refrigerator?
They're installed, JB.
Good. Now I can have victuals, watch TV, and long distance my clients while we's rushing betwixt studios.
There's just one problem, JB.
Huh? What's that?
You'll have to ride in the front. There's no more room in the back.
Oh, that's showbiz. Well, so long, lovers. Oh, don't hold supper for me, Granny. Likely to be invited to eat with Frankie or Dino in the Rat Pack.
Rat Pack?
If there's free victuals in it, he'll eat with varmints.
Well, Jethro.
Yeah, Uncle Jed, sweetie.
Cousin Roy is going to make a record album. And if you want to be his agent...
Cool it, baby. You're talking to the president and chairman of the board of JB Enterprises Incorporated, one of the world's great talent agencies.
Yeah, I know, but...
I got the whole 5th floor down at Mr. Drysdale's bank building, just from Hollywood headquarters.
Yeah, I know, but,
Are you asking me to handle a fiddle-scraping hay shaker like Cousin Roy?
Well, I was thinking if he sells a lot of records...
Sales? Loving Uncle, you can't give away the stuff that weed bender does.
Granny and Ellie and me likes it a heap. Maybe other folks would, too.
Did you hear that? Is he beautiful? Is this a beautiful man? Sweet, simple, out of touch, but beautiful. Hey, I love you, Uncle Jed. When you do your own thing, you're beautiful. You chop a great log, you mend a fine shoe, you pound a groovy nail. And now you're talking show business, and that's my bag.
I just wanted you to have the chance.
You're beautiful. A beautiful old gentleman. A great symbol of a forgotten generation.
Sorry I bothered you.
Oh, no, I love you, Uncle Jed. I don't blame you for picking my brain.
Believe me, Jethro, nobody picked your brain. You was born with it.
Chauffeur, drive me to the MPPA on the double.
Yes, sir. Motion Picture Producers Association.
No. Mother Panoli's Pizza Automat. I'm starving.
A pretty girl, do, 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 like a melody.
What's Molly doing here?
Don't you remember Jethro hired her as his receptionist?
Oh, yeah.
Just like the strain, hi there, of a haunting refrain. I'm rehearsing, doopy-doo, doopy-doo, and run around my brain. Doopy-doo.
What brain?
She and Jethro make a great pair. Between them, they have the IQ of a retarded mosquito.
That's why a pretty girl is just like a pretty tune.
That's a smash finish, Bunny. You should let Mr. Drysdale work in your act.
Would you, Pussycat?
Don't be ridiculous. Tell Jethro I want to see him.
Oh, JB isn't in yet.
Yes, he is, Bunny, honey. Hey, you baby dolls. What brings you to the nerve center of the entertainment world?
I need to talk to you, Jethro.
I'm awful jammed up, sweetie. I'll have to check my calendar. How many superstars is waiting in my office to see me?
None, JB.
How many long-distance calls I got to return?
None, JB.
What time's my first appointment?
You haven't got one, JB.
I guess I can squeeze you in.
Isn't JB just unbelievable?
Totally.
Now, what's on your mind, landlord, baby?
Your rent. $5,000 a month. How do you intend to pay it?
Sweetheart, I got unlimited credit.
Oh, where?
Right here in your bank.
Who okayed that deal?
I did, Pussycat.
You don't work for this bank.
I did when I okayed his credit.
Hey, I wish I had more time to kibitz with you, sweetie, but I'm real busy. Real nice of you, though, to drop by. Leave your number with my gal, and quick as I have a free moment, I'll give you a buzz. Right now, I'm swamped.
Roy, watching you make that record was a real treat.
Sure enough was. Thanks for letting Bessie come along. Ain't she cute in her Asian outfit? Just like Jethro.
That makes just about as much sense.
How'd the recording go, Roy?
Okay, I hope.
Better than okay, Granny.
Sure was. Best singing and playing you ever did hear. I didn't hear it, darling. I was slaving over a hot stove out in the kitchen, all alone. So the rest of you would have hot victuals when you come home.
I wish you could have been there, Granny.
So do I. I love to hear you sing and play. Did you do Under the Double Eagle? That was his first number. It's one of my favorites. But I had to miss it. Because I was out in the kitchen fixing victuals for the rest of you. Well, this record will be out in a couple of days, Granny.
Yeah, you can hear it then.
Good. Good. How would you like to wait a couple of days for your victuals?
You know what I think I'll do, Mr. Clampett?
What?
I think I'll play Under the Double Eagle right now.
I appreciate that, Roy. I'm as hungry as you are.
Did you hear that, Ellie? Roy's gonna play. Oh, what a nice surprise.
Miss Hathaway, we've got one chance to save me from financial ruin, and that is to get Jed Clampett to back Jethro with his $80 million.
Don't you think that's a rather remote possibility?
Not if you cooperate. I'm going to tell Uncle Sugar that his nephew is on a road to success as one of Hollywood's bright young agents.
How do I cooperate?
By avoiding the truth at all costs.
You know, Chief, you have done some underhanded, devious, unscrupulous things. But this tops them all.
This is no time for flattery. We have a job to do.
Miss Jane, Mr. Drydale, come in, come in.
Thank you.
We just finished company victuals, but I'm sure Granny could dish you up a mess of dandelion greens and goat tripe.
Oh, it sounds delicious, Mr. Clampett, but we're in a hurry. We just stopped by to tell you how proud we are of Jethro.
Oh, he's doing all right, is he?
With your financial backing, he's on his way to becoming the boy wonder of Hollywood.
What was that again?
The boy wonder of Hollywood.
Before that.
On his way to becoming?
Ahead of that.
Let's see, what did I say?
With your financial backing.
I didn't ask you.
Yeah, that's the part I'm talking about. I believe I'll pass on that.
But he's your nephew. You're his Uncle Sugar, Uncle Jed. Blood is thicker than water.
Yeah, that's why I didn't care for the way he turned down Cousin Roy. I think I'll just let Jethro make it on his own.
You mean you haven't heard the news?
What news?
Jethro's had a change of heart. He has seen the light. He can't wait to handle Cousin Roy.
Good. You think he can help Roy?
Help him? Oh, did you hear that question, Miss Hathaway?
Yes. Now I can't wait to hear the answer.
Mr. Clampett, with your financial backing, Jethro will make Cousin Roy the biggest thing in show business.
Well, I'm right anxious to help Roy.
Fine. Have him in Jethro's office in 30 minutes and we'll set the deal.
See you at JB Enterprises.
Chief, Jethro turned Roy down cold. How do you intend to change his mind?
I'm not worried. You'll come up with something.
Me? Well, what makes you think I'll do it?
Because you're inventive, you're clever, and if you don't, you're fired.
I'll go to work on it.
How's that, JB?
Oh, good, good. But just don't mess my $25 hand-teased hairdo.
Excuse me, JB. Miss Hathaway told me to give you this. What's she doing here? I thought she was your chauffeur.
Oh, I done promoted her from chauffeur to gopher.
Gopher?
All us big Hollywood personalities has got gophers. If I want a sandwich or a cigar or something, I lets her go for it.
That's cute. Is a gopher better than a receptionist?
It don't matter, Bunny, honey. I'm promoting both of you to vice presidents anyway.
Well, JB.
Funny? Perhaps you should give JB his eviction notice.
Oh, I almost forgot.
What's an eviction notice?
I don't know, but it looks Marvy.
Oh, it's very Marvy. It says that unless you come up with $5,000 rent immediately, you will have to move out of this building.
Gee whiz, I can't come up with $5,000 immediately. But I can give you part of it tomorrow.
You can?
Yep, that's the day I get my 50 cents allowance.
I'm afraid that's hardly adequate, Jethro. You'd better give these girls their notice and start packing.
Please, Miss Jane. Ain't there some way I can keep all this? It's hard work, but I like it.
It's all over, Jethro.
What about the credit I okay?
It's been canceled. I hope you haven't given up your job at the club.
I was going to. After all, a vice president shouldn't do a strip tease.
That's showbiz.
I better rehearse some more. A pretty girl, be-doopy-doopy-doo, is like a melody, be-doopy-doopy-doo.
Miss Jane, ain't there some way I can save my empire?
Well, there's one possibility.
I'll do anything. Just name it. What is it?
Become Cousin Roy's agent.
Oh, he'll ruin my international image. After all, could I introduce that Ridge Runner to Elizabeth Taylor?
No, you couldn't.
You see?
You don't know Elizabeth Taylor.
Well, I'll need a long time to think this over.
You have 5 seconds.
That's long enough. I'll do it.
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da, because a pretty girl is just like a pretty tune. I'm awfully sorry. I didn't see you.
Oh, that's all right, ma'am. I hope you didn't hurt nothing.
Sweetheart, lover, baby doll.
Yes, JB?
Not you, him. Roy, sweetie, you're a sight for sore eyes. Why didn't you let me know you was in town?
You've been staying at the house. You've been sitting right across the table from him.
Roy, sweetie, I've been going to so many premieres, the lights has done blinded me. Like I said, he's a sight for sore eyes. Well, step into my office, talent, and we'll option us some clauses, make us to a long-term suspension.
You gotta admit, the boy knows his show business.
Yes.
Howdy. Hi. Gee, he's cute.
Oh, thank you. He's an agent just like Jethro.
JB never told me he was married. Now that I've seen his kid, I can understand why.
I think I got it. What's been holding you back is your country bumpkin image. The big thing now is rock groups. What are some of them groups, baby?
Well, there's the Jefferson Airplane, the Electric Prunes, Strawberry Alarm Clock, the Animals.
That's it. I'll make you part of a group.
Yeah, if I keep eating Granny's cooking, I'll be a group all by myself.
Don't break my train of thought. I'm creating you a new image. Something different, colorful. Gopher, baby, spread the word around that at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon in the offices of JB Enterprises, Inc., we's going to preem a new act. Blue Boy Roy and the Electric Zoo.
Yes. I'm the great pretender, pretending I'm doing well. My need is such, I pretend too much. I'm lonely, but no one can tell. But real is this feeling? Wow, make believe
too real when I feel what my heart can't conceal. Oh, yes, I'm the great pretender. Just laughing, ho, ho, ho. And
I just got a call from the record company. Roy's country music album is already a hit.
It is?
A smash all across the country.
Oh, glad to hear it. You can quit this nonsense.
But I'm not. You see, I'm wearing my heart like a crown, pretending that you're still around, still around.
Dynamite, Roy, sweetie, dynamite. You're on your way. You're going to be the biggest name in show business.
I'm sorry, J.B. This kind of stuff ain't for me.
Hey, cool it, baby. You put me up tight. I'm your manager, your agent, your flesh peddler. Either we peddle it my way or we split. You become instant has-been.
Well, I guess I'll just have to take that chance.
Well, then your contract with me is hereby annulled and ratified. I forthwith cancel all clauses, sub-clauses, suspensions, parties of the first part, herebys, and wherefore.
Jethro, we have some news for you.
And some advice. Stick with Roy and his country music.
Are you two old-timers at it again? What you just seen here is a happening. This boy was a caterpillar. I turned him into a butterfly.
But Jethro...
It's too late. You blew it. For me to be your agent again is going to take a lot of crawling.
Roy, your record album is a big hit.
It is?
It's selling like hotcakes. You're going to be rich.
No fooling.
Come on, let's go home and celebrate.
Hey, hold it, Roy. I said there was going to be a lot of crawling. Well, here it comes. Look at me, Roy. I'm crawling. You don't need me. Come back. I'll be
Nice presentation.
Come and listen to my story.
Are you going down to your agent's office this morning?
That's right, sweetie.
Well, would you take along a basket full of baby critters and find good homes for them with some of your movie star clients?
Man, you can't ask a boy genius to do something like that.
Well, I ain't. I'm asking you.
Watch that mouth, kid. I can make you or break you in this town.
Well, just take along a couple.
Hey, careful. You get hair all over my new Edwardian outfit.
What outfit?
Edwardian. I don't know Ed personally, but he's the hottest tailor in town.
Well, will you take along a few if I put them in a basket?
No, baby. You get Granny to help you peddle them.
Well, Granny's busy. She's out front giving Pa a haircut.
Out front?
Well, Pa was out there sharpening knives and cobbing shoes and mending a churn, and Granny says the light's better out
Oh, there goes the neighborhood. How am I going to keep my image as a world-famous celebrity with them hayshakers cluttering up the front of the mansion? Go tell them to get out of sight.
Well, you go tell them.
My limousine is going to be here any minute with my chauffeur, gopher, flunkies, and stooges. What are they going to think if they see Granny cutting Uncle Jed's hair?
I'll just give you a good shot of my homemade scalp stimulator.
That stuff kind of smarts, Granny.
Well, that's a sign it's getting right down to the roots.
Feels like it done hit bone. What's in that stuff?
Oh, mostly turpentine, ginger, with a lye base.
Oh, man. How quick you going to be done here?
Sit down. I'll get to you in a minute, just as soon as I finish Jed's hair. Now, I gotta see if there's any teeth that needs pulling.
My teeth's in fine shape, Doctor.
I'll be the judge of that. Jethro can wait.
But what if one of them sightseeing buses full of tourists comes by here?
They'll just have to wait their turn.
The buses come by because there's a famous celebrity lives here.
The boy's right, Granny.
Oh, now, I'm a fair barber and a good dentist and a brilliant doctor. But I ain't famous.
I'm the celebrity, the boy genius agent of Hollywood.
I thought you'd give up that agent business.
Are you kidding? I'm the president of JB Enterprises Incorporated. I got the whole fifth floor down in Mr. Drysdale's bank building. I got secretaries, stooges, flunkies, chauffeurs, limousines. People is calling me Mr. Show Business.
What people?
Them people.
that the tour bus coming?
Oh, that's my limousine. Now get out of sight. Good morning, stooges and flunkies.
Good morning, Mr. Show Business.
Jed, did you see that?
No, Granny. I missed that.
I'm sorry, Chief. Mr. Show Business isn't in his office yet.
That nut owes me $5,000 in rent, and I... What did you call him?
Mr. Show Business, that's what Jethro likes to be called.
Well, just wait till I see him. I've got a few other names I want to call him.
Ah, Mr. Show Business, did your Uncle Sugar send a check for the rent?
Certainly not. I don't take charity. That's me, baby. JB, Jethro Bodine. Or you can turn it the other way around, and you got BJ, boy genius.
BJ, boy genius.
BJ, big jerk. Right here.
Good morning, JB.
Oh, you're my new receptionist.
That's right, JB.
Gang, tell her what they call me now.
Mr. Show Business.
Jethro, wait a minute. I want to talk to you.
Has he got an appointment?
No, sir.
Sorry, sweetheart. I'm all jammed up now. Hey, leave your card and I'll try to get to you next week. See that I'm not disturbed, huh? Come on, gang.
Sorry.
Now, look, miss. Now, wait a minute. I know you. You work for me.
Not anymore. Mr. Show Business promised to double my salary.
He hasn't any money.
Are you kidding? He pays $5,000 a month just for these offices.
Jethro, we have business to discuss.
Can't you see I got an office full of people?
Yes, I can. And how do you intend to pay them? And me?
No sweat, baby. Just one picture like The Sound of Music and I'm well.
You don't have a picture like Sound of Music.
I got Julie Andrews.
You?
To an exclusive lifetime contract. Right, Julie? Right, Mr. Show Business.
This isn't Julie Andrews.
Show him your driver's license, Julie.
Never mind. Come down to my office. I have to talk to you.
I ain't talking till I get some improvements made around here.
Improvements?
Yeah, like a private projection room and a sauna bath and a landing pad on the roof for my helicopter. Hey, for the kind of rent I'm paying, I want service. And if I don't get it, I'm moving my operations out of here. Right, gang?
Right, Mr. Show Business.
Mr. Drysdale, please don't disturb him anymore.
Don't worry. He's as disturbed as he can get.
Well, Chief?
No, I haven't been well since JB moved in. Wait a minute. I've got a brilliant idea. We'll change the B to a C and rent this whole floor to Jed Clavitt.
What for?
For $5,000 a month, that's what for.
What do you think, Jed? You gonna take Mr. Drysdale's advice?
Well, Granny, I still don't know what I'd do with the whole floor of a bank building.
Well, it'll be the headquarters for your enterprises.
I ain't got no enterprises.
Well, you will have. You'll be busy with your countless projects and investments.
Well, I like the notion of being busy.
Yes, just think of it. Jed Clampett Enterprises Incorporated. You'll be a part of the business community. You'll contribute to the gross national product. You'll be in the mainstream of American economy.
Sounds real patriotic.
It is. And forming a corporation has certain tax benefits.
Oh, it'll benefit the tax people, will it?
You could say that.
What do you think, Granny?
Oh, I like it, Jed. I've already got some ideas for what to do.
That's the spirit, Granny. It's the private enterprise system that's made this country great.
Oh, howdy, Mr. Drysdale.
Hello, Ellie.
Would you like to have some baby critters?
No, thanks.
Your pa's talking business with Mr. Drysdale, honey. Oh, all right. Come on, Bessie. Let's make the rounds again. Ain't that a sorry sight? A pretty girl like Ellie, wasting her time running around the neighborhood with an ape, peddling critters. No wonder she's an old maid.
Not for long, Granny. Picture Ellie Mae in a pretty dress, sitting behind the reception desk of Jed Clampett Enterprises Incorporated, meeting all the young, eligible business executives and captains of industry.
By doggies, that does it. How soon can we move in?
Practically immediately. I will go and make all necessary arrangements.
Say, you got some ideas of what to do, Granny?
I got a dozen of them, Jed. You can set up a whole workshop. Repair furniture, do wood carving, cobble shoes, make duck calls, mend harness, and I can have what I've always dreamed of all my life. A combination doctor and dentist office and barber shop.
Sure will feel good doing something useful.
Your first job is for me. I want you to whittle me a great big tooth to hang outside my dentist's office.
I'll get started on it right away.
Who did you say was moving in here?
Your Uncle Jed.
Then I'm moving out.
I'd like that in writing.
All us Hollywood celebrities has got ragtail relatives, but we keeps them at home. If he comes in here, I'm leaving.
Wonderful.
And if I leaves, my stable of stars leaves with me.
Marvelous.
And that includes Julie Andrews. Right, Julie?
Right.
And my newest star, Lee Marvin. Right, Lee?
Right.
That's not Lee Marvin.
Show me your driver's license, Lee.
Never mind. Just pack them up and clear out.
You keep this up, and I'm going to move to another building.
Great.
You're flirting with professional suicide. One word from me, and you'll never work in another picture.
I don't work in pictures, never have worked in pictures, and never will work in pictures.
See what I mean? Go fool with Mr. Show Business.
Jethro, just pack up your stable, your stooges, your stuff, and scram.
I'm going to give you one more chance. Do I get my private projection room, sauna, bath, and helioport?
Never.
I just want a straight yes or no answer.
It's no.
Make up your mind.
No, get out.
That's here's a doll. You can beg all you want. I'm moving out.
Mr. Drysdale's office. Oh, hello, Granny. You're open for business on the 5th floor?
Granny, what kind of business?
Your opening special is what? A kitten with every haircut and a puppy if you have a tooth pulled.
I'd better get right up there.
If you have your tonsils out, you get a free duck call.
How's that look, Ellie?
Oh, just fine, Pa. I called Miss Jane and told her about our opening special. Mr. Drysdale's coming on the run.
He knows a bargain when he hears one.
What's going on up here?
JC Enterprises is open for business. Get a free kitten with every haircut and a puppy if you...
He knows all that, Ellie. That's why he's here.
Come on in, Mr. Drysdale. You're our first customer. Temporarily, Granny and me is sharing this nice big room. Of course, when business picks up, we'll have to spread out a mite.
I picked out another office for my operating room.
Operating room?
I need a quiet place for my delicate surgery, like liver transplants. Oh, and that big room right off the elevators would make a dandy maternity ward.
Granny says doctors ain't allowed to advertise, so we'd appreciate a little word of mouth.
How about one of them windows that fronts on Wilshire Boulevard for a display?
What would you display?
Oh, teeth, gallstones, X-ray pictures, and some of Jed's wood carvings.
I can't believe this.
Oh, it's you who deserves the credit, Mr. Drysdale. Why, if you hadn't come over and stirred us up, we'd still be sitting home twiddling our thumbs.
Well, now let's thank him with deeds and not words.
Now, here is something that Granny's been dreaming of having for a long time. A real professional dentist chair.
It's good for barbering and minor surgery. Now, what do you want me to work on first? Your hair or your teeth?
I recommend hair first, then teeth.
Wait.
Sounds like you've got a loose plate. I can fix that. Mix me a little cement, Jed.
No. These are my own teeth.
Is that a fact? Well, then I'll polish them for you. Hand me the steel wool, Jed.
I just had my teeth fixed and cleaned.
Well, then I'll give you a haircut. Now, let's see if I got a bowl that'll fit you.
Granny, I just had my hair cut, too, at the club.
Seems to me that you'd patronize your own tenants.
Now, Granny, he didn't know about us.
That's the truth.
Then I'll just check over that other dentist's work. Open your mouth.
Oh, hi, Miss Jane.
Hi, Ellie. So this is JC Enterprises.
Oh, this here's just a reception office. And yonder's where the work goes on.
What kind of work?
Oh, hair cutting, teeth pulling, wood carving, harness mending, furniture fixing, shoe cobbling. Well, Mr. Drysdale's in there right now.
What's he having done?
Well, I don't know. He might be getting his shoes fixed or his hair cut.
Ow!
Oh, he must be having a tooth pulled.
But he just went to the dentist yesterday. He wouldn't...
Give me to Dr. Clark. Granny just pulled a cap off one of my teeth.
Come back, Mr. Drysdale. You need help. Your teeth ain't nothing but shells.
Wait, Mr. Drysdale, you forgot your free puppy.
Who's that goomer?
Says here his name is Rock Hudson.
Is he wanted for something?
I think he's a big movie star.
Handsome rascal, ain't he?
He got a nice smile, too.
I want you to make me a great big sign. I want to put it right across his chin here, saying Teeth by Granny.
You're spoofing, ain't you?
Oh, sure. I got professional ethics.
Good.
How about a picture of Gabby Hayes with a sign saying Gums by Granny?
That's kind of stretching a blanket, too, ain't it?
I was just testing it, kid. It's good to have an honest partner. Ain't much money in it, but it's good.
I'll start making them signs.
How about putting your picture up here
What for?
so I can put mine up there, too?
You just put yours up, Granny.
Only if you insist.
I insist.
It would give people confidence to see that the doctor is a kindly person.
No question about it.
We make a good team, Jed. Of course, I'm held back with medical ethics. But you're clever at getting around them.
This is insane. These signs will have to come down. Harness bandit, open heart surgery. The Board of Health will condemn the building, and you'll go to jail.
Me?
You don't think I'm going to take a rap for this?
How do you like Jed's signs, Mr. Drysdale?
Beautiful, just...
Did you have my picture enlarged, Miss Jane?
Yes, Granny, I just put it up.
Here's a sign I want to put under it.
Your friendly credit dentist.
I want it painless in there, but it makes it too long.
Sure makes a person feel good to be part of the business community. Mighty grateful to you for thinking of it.
Always glad to be helpful.
Of course, we ain't got no customers yet, but I reckon Ellie will fetch 'em in.
Ellie?
Yeah. Ellie Mae, come on over and show Mr. Drysdale your sandwich sign.
Follow me to the 5th floor. Commerce Bank Building.
I'm going to walk up and down Wilshire Boulevard.
He's stammering again, Doctor.
That ain't a loose plate. Them's his own teeth. What they is left of them.
Well, I'd better get started.
Wait.
I think I know what's causing that. Too much tongue for your mouth. Come on into my office and I'll prune it back.
No!
It's just simple open mouth surgery. I can give you chloroform or a local or the economy job where I just clamp you into the chair.
That economy job gets a mite noisy, Doctor.
Well, you can run your power saw to drown out the scream.
I'm fine, Granny. Really. I was just anxious to save Ellie all that walking. You see, I have a whole bunch of customers lined up for you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dandy.
Yes. Now, you all go back to your offices and wait. They'll be along very shortly.
Come on, Granny, Ellie Mae, we'll be waiting for the customers.
Sure you don't want a little bob job on that tongue?
You know, Chief, you really should have let Granny work on that tongue. It's gotten you in real trouble this time. Where are you going to get a bunch of customers?
You know that orphanage I foreclosed on?
No.
Well, how about the old folks' home?
Absolutely not. To victimize poor, weak, defenseless, frightened people.
That's it. The bank employees. You wouldn't? Yes, they've been belly aching for a medical care plan. Now they've got it.
Chief, it won't work. The first victim will warn the others.
Not after Granny bobs his tongue. I want this floor closed to the public. From now on, it's sealed off to everyone but my 65 bank employees.
You sent for me, Mr. Drysdale?
Yes. Sit down, Cratchit.
Yes, sir.
Now, Cratchit, you've always been sort of a ringleader among the rebellious element of my employees, the dissatisfied group.
Oh, no, I haven't, Mr. Drysdale.
You're the one who brought in the petition asking for Christmas Day off.
Oh, you whipped me for that one show. You're not going to whip me again.
No, I have no intention of punishing you, Cratchit. As a matter of fact, you're going to be the first employee to enjoy the benefits of my new medical care plan.
You mean I'm going to get medical care?
From A to Z. Doctor, dentist, major surgery.
Oh, then you are going to beat me.
Oh, will you relax? I'm instituting the finest, most comprehensive program of employee benefits ever conceived. I've allocated the entire 5th floor for this purpose.
I can't believe it.
Come, I'll take you up there.
Oh, you're not going to push me down the elevator shaft?
Of course not, of course not. This is the waiting room of my new employee care center.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And this is our lovely receptionist, Miss Ellie Mae. Ellie, this is Mr. Cratchit.
Well, howdy, Mr. Cratchit.
How do you do, Ellie Mae?
When you're through, you can have a free kitten or a free puppy or both.
Oh, good. I've always wanted a pet, but I never thought I could afford one.
Now you're going to have one. Besides medical care, you can have your shoes fixed, a haircut.
I hardly have enough to bother with.
Oh, the doctor can grow you some hair.
Really?
Well, sure. She's poulticed a new head of hair on lots of folks.
Oh, Mr. Drysdale, you know, I was all wrong about you. You're a saint.
The doctor can cure that stammer, too. Take good care, Melly May. Is Mr. Cratchit still in there?
Yes, sir.
Have you heard any screams?
No, sir.
She must have used chloroform.
Now you keep that on overnight. And tomorrow I'll thin it out for you.
Thank you, ma'am. Oh, Mr. Drysdale, new shoes, and tomorrow I'll have new hair.
Here's your free puppy and kitten.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? Wonderful. Bless you, Mr. Drysdale. Bless you.
I'd like to say the same thing. Mr. Drysdale, that little fella tells me he's only the first of 65 customers you're sending us.
Well, yes.
And Jed and me want to give you a reward.
That really isn't necessary.
Now, we won't take no for an answer. Come on. Come on over here, sit down, slip off your shoes. I'll cobble you a new set of soles and heels.
Oh, you don't have to reward me.
It's our pleasure.
Now, close your eyes. And I'll give you my part of the reward.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to take out them bad teeth. It's just shell.
Presentation.
Viacom.